Welcome back to the 3S podcast, where we push past our limits, we endure pain, and we achieve greatness. In this podcast, we get to talk about what it takes to sacrifice for our freaking dreams, suffer to get to the place we want to go in order to get to that end destination, which is success. We got the one and only Jace Lang in the freaking building, bro. Dude, I'm so excited to have him on this pod. We were talking about it. Mind you guys, it is 12:15 at night.
Yeah.
And
we almost didn't even do it.
No.
Almost didn't even do it.
We almost didn't.
My flight got delayed an hour. It was, yeah.
Yeah. You got cooked, bro. That was funny. That was a funny situation. And so we've been kind of chilling, talking, and then we were like, bro, you're here now. We might as well do this. But we got Jace Lang. I just want to kind of introduce him. This is the boy right here, the man, the myth, the fucking legend. Man is working for Hawks Pest Control. He's been doing door-to-door sales, which is absolutely awesome. He has been absolutely killing it, bro. Like, killing it. This man went from getting out of freaking, like, school, not going to college, dropping out, and then now he's hitting six figs doing door-to-door sales and absolutely tearing it up, bro. And that's what we call a foot soldier right there. This man's been killing it. More of a seg soldier, but...
Seg soldier, yeah.
It gets the job done. However you're moving. But this man's been killing it, bro. Like, he's been traveling everywhere, going crazy places, knocking doors, making sales. And he sells bug spray, bro. Bug spray.
Literal bug spray.
Pest control, bug juice, bro. Bug defeater over here, bro. But he's been absolutely killing it, bro. He grew up in Hays, Kansas, correct?
Yeah.
And
born and raised.
Come on. We went to like a lot of like different stuff together. I've known this man
we
long.
met like just like being kids, going to the rec.
Yeah,
playing basketball, like me, you, and Kyrie's. I'd always see
all the time.
You two little shitheads in there every time.
Every time, bro. So I've known him for a minute, but I didn't know if you were born here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you got
born
stuck.
And raised,
you got stuck here because what? Oh yeah, my grandma taught you, didn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Got Rose. Well, she was like a para.
Yeah. Super long time ago.
That was
super long time ago.
That was a minute ago. So we go back, but I don't know, dude. Let's just jump into it, man. Like. What kind of molded you into who you are now? Tell us a little bit of a backstory, like how you kind of grew up. Tell me a story about that. Like how did you get here, and where is the foundation of that stemmed from?
Yeah, so I was born in Hays, Kansas. Growing up, it was always just me and my mom till I was about like 14. Mm-hmm. My dad was a heroin addict. My mom would find like needles in the crib, like all kinds of shit. So they split up when. Like, I don't even have, like, any memory of him, like, whatsoever. So, dad was, like, out of the picture, never been in my life. And for the most part, like, growing up, like, my mom was always working, like, 2-3 jobs, like, at all times. Like, put a roof over our head. Like, I grew up in government-assisted housing. Mm-hmm. So, like, she finally got a house when I was, like, 5. Mm-hmm. Went to public school, like, all the way through elementary school. But I think my biggest motivation, like, to now is just, like, seeing all the stuff that, like, she sacrificed. 'Cause she had me when she was, like, 21.
Dang, dude.
Which is crazy to think about because, I turned 22 18 minutes ago. So, it's crazy to think, like, her at, like, the same age as me. Like, she was literally raising me. And, like, she sacrificed so much of her younger years and, like, worked so hard to, like, be able to provide for me. So, like, my whole motivation is to be able to give back to her in every way possible. And, like, the main objective would be to retire my stepdad.
Amen.
I think that would be, like, the best way for me to be able to give back.
That's so huge, bro. Because I always say this, bro, and it's so real. Everybody's got a story. And a lot of people will see the success that you have and not understand where you came from. And that's something that nobody can take away from you because it makes you. And how you use that fuels everything. And I think that's 100%. So amazing that your bigger picture isn't just about yourself. It's about giving back, whether it be to your mom, your family, and those who, like, actually take care of you. And I think that's something that is so huge, bro. And kind of going off that, you're talking about your dad being a heroin addict, growing up in addiction. How do you think that made your perception of reality, like, become? Like, do you think it made you mentally tougher? How are you, like, emotionally regulating yourself when you were a kid? Like, what did you do to deal with that?
To be honest, I felt like when I was a kid, for the most part, like, if we're talking, like, emotionally, I dealt with a lot of stuff on my own. Yeah. So, like, that was just, like, kind of my habits, like, as I grew older. Like, I'd always just, like, confide in myself, even though I learned a lot later on in life, that's definitely not the right way to go about it.
Come on.
But at least I feel like most people don't realize how much their childhood actually affects like how their brain works or like how their emotions work. And I don't think I realized that fully until like I went to therapy when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got abandonment issues so bad, so bad. Like I hate to admit it, I think I've gotten a lot better about it now that like I'm self-aware of like how my childhood has like affected me. That's just been like in part of my growth as a person. But like, yeah, I've always had that fear like my entire life of like anybody close to me is just gonna leave. Because it was just like rooted into my brain from when I was young. So
Dude, that's real, bro. And it's crazy because we can kind of relate on that. I think that something a lot of people don't understand is that, kind of stemming off what you were saying, is your childhood and the stuff that happens, if you don't deal with it, whether it be your childhood or even being like an adult, like if you don't deal with any of that stuff, it comes to fruition in every way possible.
definitely,
Like it is
1000%.
so real, like because it literally dictates the entire perception of your reality that you live. Like because if you let that weight hold over your head, you're getting absolutely cooked every day because you're trying to carry all that weight on your own. So that leads to the like next thing, bro, is like what did you do to manage that and get to where you are now?
I think like growing up, I was always like, it's funny because I feel like my job now is like the total opposite of it, but I grew up like the shyest kid ever.
Yeah.
Like I hated meeting new people and like talking to new people. Like I was always super quiet. I think when I was in high school, probably when I was like 15 or 16 is when that kind of flipped around a little bit. Started to become like more extroverted, like meeting new people, like making new friends, stuff like that. But I mean, emotionally and stuff, I feel like I never really had like gone through anything that like would have pushed me to like that breaking point, like for me to like sit back and like kind of internalize like how I process and deal with my emotions. My senior year of high school, like early like second semester, one of my best friends who I spent like every single day with passed away. And like I was literally with him the night before and it was like boom, like the next day he was gone. And I had never gone through something like that. And I think the way I grew up and all the stuff I dealt with throughout my childhood, like because I never been through anything like in the in between, like I didn't know how I would process stuff or like how I would deal with my emotions. And then that hit me and fucked me up. Hella fucked me up. Like it was just
real,
like
bro.
it was just like a downward spiral because I had all those like negative thoughts and like negative emotions. Had no clue how to process them or deal with them. And like I just let that shit just keep like dragging me down and dragging me down and dragging me down.
What do you think that mental state felt for you in the moment? Like, how did you feel that? Like, what things did you do to kind of navigate that? Whether it be detrimental activities or stuff that, like, you thought was going to help you but might not.
I don't even think I fully processed it until like his like wake and it was open casket.
Yeah.
I think that's like when like the reality like set in that like he actually had died, like he's gone. And I mean I had like partied and stuff like before and like drank like for fun and stuff like on occasion, but it was like never anything crazy. But I think I started later in my senior year and into that summer after high school, like I really started like leaning into those bad things and like alcohol as like kind of like fill that void or the emptiness that I might have felt in myself
Yeah.
after like the reality setting in of that. And because like this is the dude that I would like call my brother, like it wasn't even just like it was one of my friends, like I spent every single day with this dude.
Oh, yeah.
So but yeah, I think the drinking alcohol in my opinion, that is like the biggest gateway drug there is.
Yeah.
Hands down. Like it's not even close because then the drinking started falling into other harder stuff, like whether we're talking like pills or cocaine, like it's just like a downward spiral. Like once you do one thing, then you're
It
fine
just
with
goes
doing
down.
another thing. You're fine with doing another thing. And I think it was probably like a solid like year and a half, 2 years that I just like kept falling downwards. And then it became something that like I relied on. It's just like that temporary good feeling to like make up for the hole that you feel in yourself.
Yeah.
And then it's just you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And then it's just
Yeah.
habitual. And I feel like a lot of people usually don't break out of that cycle.
What do you think helped you break out of that?
It's actually kind of a funny story. It was honestly, there was one point where like it was cocaine. I was doing almost like every single day, like every day. And there was this girl that I was friends with at the time, and then started becoming more serious. And I was trying to start dating her, but she basically told me like, if you don't get your shit together, like that's just not happening. And so it was somebody that like I really had love for and really cared about. So I finally just like cut myself off. Like finally got off it. I started working full time. I was doing a construction job at the time, but that was kind of the main thing that just like gave me like the little bit of push, because like I always wanted to. I always knew that like I wanted to do something more, and like I wasn't gonna be able to do that like with my life if I just like kept doing the same stuff. Like I really just wasn't doing shit. Like I was just being a bum, and I knew I was meant for a lot more than that. And I knew God had more planned for me than that. So that was just kind of like the domino effect, like the one little push that kind of just pushed me that way.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. It's like when you have that thing that almost takes your life to a standstill.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on, like you have two paths you can take, and it's so clear, like either this or that. And it's like that perspective and understanding when you finally have that thing walk into your life that makes you change your entire life. It's pretty crazy. But I think something that you said there that I just kind of want to hit on is God, right? And how did that kind of take your trajectory in the way that it went? How do you think that and how he played a role in your life, how'd that help you navigate through that?
My entire family's like super religious. Like they're all Catholic. Like I was baptized, I was confirmed when I was in 8th grade, and I think it was like in middle school I switched to a private Catholic school. But I think going to a private Catholic school and having to do, you know, like study religion like every single day, I just kind of like slowly started like falling out of it. I just like losing interest in it, and I started like focusing on other things, which obviously God should always be like your number one priority in your life. And he just like fell to number 2, fell to number 3, fell to number 4, just kept rolling down. But I think it was after like I finally like got off everything. I think honestly it was probably like earlier this year I really like started to like find God again. I think the biggest thing with that is I was starting to find myself again too. So I think like those two things go like extremely hand in hand.
Alignment, baby.
100%.
It's so crazy because I was just doing a podcast, and I'll link that in here, the other day, and it was about alignment. I think that was my last one. It's like you have to be mentally, spiritually, physically aligned in order to take yourself to the place you want to go.
Everything just goes together.
Everything goes
Everything
together.
ties together.
And then the craziest part is that you get to reap the rewards of that alignment, right? And it's like, it's not just money, guys. And yeah, that's nice. And that's something that always cultivates from the work that you put in. And some people don't need money, and that's not the biggest thing, but it is definitely a tool to use as a measurement of a lot of work. And that's very secular in the sense of what the work you put in is the results you get out. And it's like, not always work harder, but work smarter, and work in a way that's still going to take you to that next level.
And I feel like that's kind of where like that's what a lot of people, I feel like, at least in our generation, like have it wrong in terms of just like personal growth. Because I feel like a lot of people just think, for me to become the best version of myself, I need to make as much money as possible.
Every time.
And that's like the main thing. Like I want to have like all these houses, like I want to have all these properties, I want to have like all this money, all these investments, and that's like the main thing driving them. But that's not going to take you to be the person that you want to be.
Amen.
Like sure, working hard and like accomplishing your goals, like the money and all that stuff is going to come with it.
Every time.
But it's like there's so much more to you becoming the best version of yourself, whether it's like you were saying, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So much more that goes into it than just that.
And I think people don't understand how powerful their mind is when it's aligned. Like, people don't give themselves enough credit to understand that they can do anything that they want. Like, they can do so much that they never even thought was possible. When you become aligned, it's like everything just clicks. It's like, yeah, you go through something that's hard, but the thing is you move through it and understand that this was just a stepping stone to get you to that place. But it's like I said, it's like work harder or work smarter, not harder. But what a lot of people don't get is when you're working smarter, you're working way harder because you understand that the ROI is exponential. So it's like you see, it's like, yeah, I'm working smarter. Might not be doing this like that or doing that like this, but I'm still literally grinding day in, day out, doing everything. Yeah, no, I might not be working at a job for $16 an hour, like doing construction, and you're working quote unquote harder, right? Like physical labor in a sense. I think that's way harder than sitting here and recording some shit.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
it's like when you're your own boss, is like you have to work every day, all the time. Like if you don't work, you don't get paid.
And you
Like-
know what
And you gotta
really
be cool with not getting paid for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Long period.
And you know
of
what
time.
really the crazy thing is too, that I think I realized this like over the off season for me, with work, like in like December, is like I realized like even like all the periods I'm working like 12, 13-hour days, like every single day, like the times that like I was grinding the hardest is like also like the times I feel like I felt the happiest too.
Amen.
It was crazy. It was so like mind blowing for me to like actually like piece that together and that to kind of set in.
How do you think you realized that? Like now in hindsight, what made you come to that conclusion?
It's like going to bed every day and like feeling accomplished, like knowing that I put my best foot forward and like I did a lot today and I worked really hard to not only push myself to become a better person, but like also push myself another step closer to my goals. And it's like going to sleep with just like that confidence that you did that every night, like you just sleep way better. Like I wake up the next morning, I'm in a way better mood. Like it all just like correlates and just funnels together. It's crazy.
Nah, dude. And I think that that's something that is insane because it comes back to the same thing. It's alignment, bro. Like,
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
once everything's aligned and you don't look at it as a let me get to this end destination. Literally, and it's so cliche to say, but it's like you have to embrace the journey. Like you have to love the journey more than you love the end destination. Because if you don't, dude. And that's something we were talking about before we started recording this. Is he's like, we were talking about it, and I was like, bro, it's so crazy because this is the only time we have now. Might as well do this. And he's like, oh, dude, I'm glad we did it because we're sitting here halfway through his door-to-door season, and we get to talk about everything that's gotten up to this point. And then he's absolutely going to smash it once he's done, and we're going to jump on another pod.
Got to.
Got
to. Best
but,
way to do it.
bro, so you went to college.
How
did
college.
that go, bro?
I went to Fort Hayes my
Damn,
freshman
nobody
year.
saw that.
I was a mathematics major. Went for like a semester.
Mathematics?
Yeah, and I was
Genius.
like, I don't know. Like, I kind of still like want to figure out like what exactly I'm wanting to do because I still had no idea. Took
Yeah.
a semester off, went back again, but changed my major to marketing.
Uh-huh.
I think I lasted like 2 weeks. I was like a cool 2 weeks. I dropped out. Like school was just like never for me. Never for me. Like I struggled so hard even in high school. Like just like sitting in a classroom, like paying attention, getting fed all this info. Like that's just not my style. Like I just can't do that. And so yeah, that's like when I started, or eventually. I mean, I was doing like part-time jobs because I was just being a dumbass at the time. But then yeah,
Yeah.
eventually I started getting full-time jobs. Started working a lot more. But then it was in, I want to say, like late December, like early January of, what year was that? 23, 24? Shout out to Caden Dinkle, GOAT, man, myth, legend. I just saw a bunch of like his story posts and stuff of what he did the last summer, doing door-to-door sales. And so it kind of piqued my interest a little bit, and I shot him a text. We hopped on a phone call, and then, yeah, eventually signed on with Hawks for my rookie summer.
Come on, bro. That's sick too, cause we did the rookie hustle together,
We
bro.
did. We were
hella
roommates.
did that. We were roommates. And
Yeah.
they were roommates.
We like held hands when we went to sleep at night.
Yeah. I didn't think we were gonna out ourselves on this pod today. But cool.
You said anything flies, so I
That's
guess
true.
anything's
That's
fine.
fine,
Like,
bro.
shit.
So that just leads to that, bro. You got to Hawks, bro, and now your journey's insane because you said here you did 58K your rookie summer, and then like your next summer, like you pulled 17K in 8.5 days with Parker, and then 51K in Charlotte, and year to date is 133K.
134.
Or 134 now.
134
Oh, my
now,
bad.
yeah.
He had to update it because I haven't
Had to
talked to him in like
update it.
2 days.
It's been like a
3
day.
days. Oh, shit.
It's been like a day.
Yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah, it's been a day.
But no, so that is absolutely wicked, bro. I'm just looking at these numbers still, and that's awesome because that just shows growth. So you did 58K your rookie year. And then now, year to date, you're looking at 133K. Like, that is insane. And then 51K just in Charlotte. So I think that is, like, the biggest thing, bro, is how the hell did you go from 58K to hitting 51K just in a small period of time? And then hitting now 24K, you said? Or 34?
34, yeah.
34. 134K. Like, what mindset shift did you have to go from that? Like, that's exponential
man.
growth. Like, that is
man.
insane.
Well, when me and Remy went out to Fort Lauderdale, summer of 24, I mean,
Gosh, what a
that
summer.
was a fun time.
That was
Yeah,
a
what a
great
summer.
time. What a summer.
Yeah,
dude.
Remy got arrested, put in the
Yeah.
Miami jail for a night.
Yeah, that did happen. I never thought, like, out of everything I'd get arrested for, I'd get arrested for soliciting. Yeah, I did
No,
get
he did
arrested.
not get arrested for soliciting.
No, it
he
was
got arrested for resisting
arrest
Okay, technically.
without think about this, resisting arrest without violent intent towards an officer because I didn't put my hands behind my
Put
back.
your hands behind your back. What did I do? What did I do?
do.
What are you arresting me for?
That. And that's what
If
they
you know
arrested me
Remy,
for.
get the video from him because it's funny. It's hella
It is
funny.
pretty funny.
It's hella
I'm not
funny.
gonna lie. But I was in the slink in Miami. I think this needs a little bit of explanation. You just threw that out there.
Dude, Florida's so
context.
crazy. It's so crazy because,
Oh
like,
my
I swear
God.
almost every single neighborhood,
Oh
they
my
have
God.
no soliciting signs everywhere. Like, half
Everywhere.
the time you get assigned to a neighborhood that's just, like, so gated. Like, you got a hot fence, throw the segs over the fence, just, like, get through it.
Yeah.
They got security patrol cars just going around.
Mind
you
you,
got to
this,
hide from them.
we never did that, by the way.
Yeah, we never did that. This
No.
is just for entertainment
Yeah,
purposes.
strictly entertainment purposes. Furthermore, back on what you're saying, I just had to throw a disclaimer out there.
But yeah, Florida, and there's like a lot of, Florida gets like knocked door to door, like for everything, whether it's like solar, windows, car detailing, religious stuff, like
Everything.
anything, security, like alarm systems, anything you could think of. But we were doing pest control, obviously. Shout out the bug spray.
Amen.
Shout out the ants, mosquitoes type shit.
Cucarachas.
But it's a super saturated market just in terms of like, there's like 8 or 9 other door-to-door pest companies out there doing the same thing. But fun fact, like out of like the 8, I think that were out there, us and like maybe a couple dudes from another company were like the only ones who like actually stuck it through the entire summer. Like everyone else left. Kind of like you did halfway through the summer. But
Yeah,
like
hella
we're part
did.
in that. But
I was beating you all the way till I left. Actually, you beat me
no,
like 2 days
no,
before
I had you.
left.
I had you like a couple weeks before
Nah.
you left. I had you a couple weeks before you
Yeah,
left.
we
buddy.
should just pull up receipts.
We should. I'm
I'm
sure
down
I
for
got screenshots somewhere on my phone.
Same.
It was definitely before.
I just
you
got to
left.
pull. Was it the Blackbird?
Yeah, Blackbird.
Come on.
Shout
Pull
out
it up.
Blackbird.
Shout out Blackbird.
Shout out Blackbird. Yeah.
But keep going. Furthermore,
But yeah, I did 58K my first summer, which isn't terrible, but it's also like not great either.
yeah.
I was wanting to at least do 100K my rookie summer, but it kind of didn't fall to that. I think the culture in that office definitely like contributed a little bit towards performance because I think like halfway through the summer, just as like people were falling off, people were getting sent home, I think
Yep.
the culture started to go to shit. Like people were being super negative, and that stuff just kind of like spreads like wildfire.
That's
And so it kind of just, morale in the office was just not very great. But I had a really close conversation with the guy running our office, Simone.
Shout
Dude
out.
did $658,000 in revenue when we were out in Florida, Golden Door. But I had a really close conversation with him towards the end of the summer when he offered me a deal for the next year, just like in terms of like how I felt about this summer, how I was feeling like towards like going back for like another summer. And I mean, I honestly was probably like 60-40. Like I think it's something I wanted to try again because I felt like giving it one summer isn't truly like giving it a shot, like
Amen.
giving it my all. So I wanted to do it again just to kind of prove to myself what I could do. But obviously, like we're talking from a financial standpoint, like the potential to make like such a ridiculous amount of money in a short period of time was there. So I decided to sign back on, and that's when I quickly realized after the summer that there is no off season. That does not
None.
exist because the minute I got off the doors, I'm driving back to Kansas. I'm making phone calls starting to recruit. And immediately, that was just like 24/7 nonstop, like 12 hours a day, every day. Like the grind just did not stop.
Yeah, bro. So in your mindset too there, like what exactly shifted from that perspective because it got hard, bro. Like it definitely got hard.
It's a hard job, bro.
Like it gets hard. Like I don't think a lot of people understand how mentally exhausting like doing door-to-door sales is. Like door-to-door sales literally molded me into who I am now just because the perspective I have now is so different.
Like you got to think
like it's so different.
You're literally knocking on people's doors, strangers who don't know you. You're showing up uninvited to their house. They don't want to talk to you. And now I have to somehow talk them into a 12-month contracted pest control service where they're spending anywhere from like $400 to $2,000 a year for a service that most likely they're probably gonna be like, no, I'm good. Like
every time.
Like people are pissed that you're there. They do not want to talk to you. Like it is a hard job, and it's like you have to deal with rejection constantly every single day, and like 99.9% of people just like they can't take that.
No,
they can't. It's human nature. It's a really difficult thing to just take rejection repeatedly
all the time, day in, day out. Like it's draining. I think like the biggest thing too is like with that, it's like if that's not what you're built for, if that's not what you're passionate about, you can't pursue it.
If it's not for you,
it's not for you. Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is like it is so like a niche community. Like if you're ripping, you're ripping. Like it's a skill, right? It's like when you get so good at that skill and it's emotional understanding and control in order to push yourself to keep going every time.
I think it's partially a skill, maybe like 30%, but I think 70% of it is literally just like all mental.
Yeah.
Like I think someone if they just have like the confidence and like the mental fortitude to like go through that and not let it affect their emotions, maybe skill wise they're not there. Like I think that dude's still gonna throw down just because he has like the mindset of like I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna get people to like me, and I'm gonna make deals. Like skill really doesn't always have to be there. I mean, I think the mental side of it is honestly the biggest thing, and I think that's probably like the biggest shift that I've made from last year to this year for sure.
Amen. I think that's huge too, because like how many times have you been standing on somebody's door for 2 hours, sitting in their fucking house, and trying to close a deal, bro? Like
2 hours, I won't do 2 hours anymore. If it starts pushing like 30, 40, like honestly, dude, like you're good. I'm gonna go find someone else.
Yeah,
like
dude. Rookie year,
like dude, I don't even know. I'm just trying to get one sale that day. Like I'm just trying not to bagel. Like I'll talk with you for 3 hours if I got to. I'm gonna make it happen.
It's gonna get done. I'm telling you on a freaking bundle, bro. Fat bundle, fat CV.
Oh, especially if it's a bundle. I'll stay there all day. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, you're cooking dinner tonight? Bet I'll be here, bro. What time do you want me back?
You got a plate for me,
bro?
Let me know.
You know how many times I ate on the doors, bro? Crazy, bro. So crazy. Like you get offered everything on the doors, though.
Everything.
I just think that's so crazy too. So I mean, like, dude, what now, bro? What now?
Right now, we gotta finish the summer strong.
Come on.
Yeah, halftime's over.
How are we gonna do that, man?
We're back in the fucking game. I think, bro, it's crazy to me because I've really been knocking full time since like mid-March, so I'm going like 4 months strong. But it's like, damn, I still got like another 2.5, like 3 months to go. So biggest thing for me is like, this is definitely the point in the summer where like, it's this thing called like quote unquote burnout. I think people in door to door use a lot. I try not to pay too much mind to it because I think I did my rookie summer and that bit me in the ass. I don't really acknowledge burnout as a real thing.
It's not real.
I don't think it is. So like right now it's just like staying disciplined. Because our biggest thing with door to door is like it does not matter like how you feel, like you just have to go out there and just do it
every day.
Like, you have to go out and do it every day, regardless how you feel, regardless of what's going on outside of the job or what's going on in your head, in your heart. Like you just have to go out and do it, regardless. It does not matter.
Nah, I think that's really cool too, because it's similar to like when I'm cutting hair. Like I'm not dealing with my emotions. Like it's not for me. I'm there to give an experience no matter what happens. I have to show up happy, show up proud to be there, and then you have to absolutely kill it.
Yeah.
Like you're putting on something. Door to door is just, it's a different type of emotional control.
Yeah. So there's this thing, Justin Justin Prince talked about in one of our corporate calls we had like a couple of weeks ago, and he talked about raising necessity. So it's going from the mindset of like, this is something that I'd like to do, or like this is something that I want to do, and shifting that mindset to this is what I have to do. Like, I don't have a choice. Like, I have to do this.
Yep.
And that's like top performers, anyone who's like the most successful in what they do, like that's the mindset that they have.
Yep. You have to. Like,
Have to.
you
Literally
have
have
to.
to.
Like, yeah.
No pun intended.
You
No
have
pun
to, though.
intended.
But, like, that, like, dude, again, like, and I say this to reiterate it, is because anybody can get to this place, but not anybody's willing to take do what it takes to get there.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can get to this place, but not everybody is willing to do the things needed in order to take them
Everyone's stuck on the reward, but not
Yeah.
the process.
Come on, man. Because it's like, bro, momentary gratification will always be there, but long-term success, dude, billionaires, there's one thing they can't buy back, and it's their time. Think about that. Because, dude, if you gave a billionaire, like let's say $100 billion, right? That $100 billion, that's their net worth. They give all of that to you to be in their prime years again and absolutely kill it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, bro, because you can't buy time back. Like, that's the one thing. And people don't understand. It's like, what you spend your time on is what you get out. When you are absolutely engulfed in the fucking doors, bro, pushing through rainy days, sunshine, bro, like anything, bro. Heat, humidity, rain, pollen, whatever
Literally
it is.
everything. It doesn't
that
matter.
happens,
Mind
bro.
you, our rookie summer, we literally knocked in a named tropical storm.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally named. Like, the streets were literally just, like, flooded. And we were out there knocking doors.
Yep. So a lot of people don't understand is like once you engulf yourself into this, bro, it literally molds you into the person that you become. It's like you don't have a choice. Like you're literally throwing yourself in the fire to be forged. And that's how you got to look at it because number one, your time's never going to come back. So you can spend that doing a whole bunch of bullshit if you want. Go for it. Go for it. But I guarantee you, and this is a pattern that I recognize every single time, and it's crazy because you were talking about college and dropping out. Dude, so many of my friends that are so successful at a very young age, every single one of them that actually has an entrepreneurial mindset will never go to college. And if they did, they all dropped out because they understand that college is not going to take them to the place that they need to go. Like, it is wicked.
100%. And it's like, for me, I will so happily, like, sacrifice my early 20s for financial freedom and to have the future that I want and accomplish all the things that I want to in my life.
Amen, bro. Because it's like, bro, I could go on a list of people like that that are literally 20 years old from 16 to probably 20 years old. I could name probably like 15, 20 people that are all making over six figures.
Yeah.
Like,
totally.
Like
so easy. So
like,
easy. So
and people
easy.
are like, bro, it's so crazy to me because people are like, bro, the housing market's trash. I'm like, yeah, it is, but money is so readily available. It is insane the fact that you can't make money. Like, it is wicked, bro. Like, I posted on my story tonight. Like, I was day trading. I literally posted step by step the day trade on how it went from negative, like, what was I at? I probably hit like negative 200, and then I ended up pulling for like $1,000, bro, just on one trade that took me 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you can do whatever you want, but the perspective is like people always tell me, oh, well, I'm going to go do this and I'm going to go do this. And it's like, I've watched you switch your major 6 times. What's your purpose? like, what is your purpose there? If you have no clue what you want to do, it's almost more beneficial to get a job. Don't get in thousands and thousands of dollars of debt for going to school for 4 years and switching your major every 2 years and then trying to financially pay it off because you're digging yourself out of a hole.
Or you see people doing the same thing, but like just sticking with one major all the way through. And then they end up getting a 9-to-5 with something that has nothing to do with their degree.
Nothing to do.
So it's like, what did you spend tens of thousands of dollars on to go to school and spend, that 4 years of your life to do something that had nothing to do with your degree? You easily could have spent that time doing something that you could scale, doing something on your own, like you could just build from there. Like, yeah. Because
I say this every time, bro. Every time somebody's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to college. And I'm like, dude, I always say this. If college is for you, it's for you. But
if you're going to be a doctor or surgeon, please go to school because I'm not trying to get cut up by somebody.
Nah, I'm good.
Has to go to school for it. Yeah,
I'm so cool on
or
that.
lawyer. Like if I got you in court, like you better know your shit.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better be in
please
the
go to
books,
school.
bro. I hope
Please
to
go to
God you
school.
paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that education, bro. Come on.
Engineers, like if
Engineers are
you're
good.
designing a bridge, I pray to God you went to school.
Learn something. But it's like, yes, there are specific jobs that you definitely need to go to college for. But for the majority, the overwhelming majority of people never use their degree. Number one, change their majors 100 times and or just find that it's not for them. And something that I think is so real is that me and you both, I guarantee like we probably feel the same way. It's like our perception is in the next 4 years, we should be sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions.
Millions. 4 or 5 years, millions.
Millions.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. Is like when you when you surround yourself by this, the reality that you can
You're a
live
product
is
of your
insane,
environment, bro. You're gonna act like the people
Everything.
that you put yourself around.
Amen. Every time.
1000%. If you put yourself around successful people, you're gonna end up being
You're
successful.
gonna be successful.
You put yourself around a bunch
gonna
of
be a
bums,
bum.
you're gonna be a bum. It's as simple as that.
It's simple, bro. It's this. Your inputs are a direct correlation to your outputs. What you put in is what you
1000%.
get out, bro. If you have
1000%.
detrimental inputs, you're gonna have detrimental outputs. If you have beneficial inputs, you're gonna have beneficial outputs. It's so simple. That's what. And it was funny because I said this the other day, and this is like a quote that I coined. I love saying this. It's like in simplicity, there's complexity. In complexity, there's simplicity. Right? So the simplest things aren't always as simple as they seem. They have a complex factor to it, which means it's super in detail, right? And then the most complex things are sometimes not as complex as you think. Sometimes they're a
Yeah.
lot more simple than they need to be. And it's like we always get our minds conflated on what we need to do and how we look at things because we're looking at it through the wrong perspective. Like this computer is so simple, I turn it on, I can type and it works, right?
Yeah.
But like it's also the most complex thing like you've ever seen. Like you can take this out, you got the motherboard, you got every piece in there is put together, but I just expect to turn it on and go. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy, bro. Like what is your end goal look like for you?
My end goal. I think my biggest life goal is to be a father and like to be the father for my future kids I never had.
Amen.
Because I think there's no bigger meaning to life than like creating it and creating beautiful human beings. Like that's
Amen.
being a dad is probably number one for me. But before that, there's a lot of stuff I got to get done. Obviously,
truth.
you know, becoming the best version of myself possible. Obviously, financially, I need to be there. Financial freedom is going to be a big one for me because,
Amen.
like I said before, I want to retire my mom. Like I want to retire my stepdad. I want to make sure I can take care of my entire family, and then obviously my future family that I have will never have to worry about everything. And that's also a big thing why I'm sacrificing, you know, so much of like my younger 20s now is because like I don't want to be a dad and like have to work so much and like end
True.
up getting
I mean,
like
their
sucked
life.
into my work. Like I
Yeah.
want to be as involved in my future wife's life and like my future kids' lives as possible.
And that's really the biggest thing because something that I always say is like my end goal is the fact that I can look at my kids and tell them to achieve everything that I know that they're capable of because I did it.
Lead by example.
Amen. And it's like when you have that as an end goal and it's something that's greater than yourself, it's like your why is just so big. Shout out Hawks. What's your why?
What's your why?
What's your why?
And shout out Melvin Sanchez
Oh,
specifically.
Melvin.
If your why doesn't damn near make you tear up when you're talking about it, you don't want it bad enough.
That's the truth.
You don't. And if we're talking like specifically door-to-door sales, like it is such a difficult job and it's so taxing mentally and emotionally. Like if you just do not have like that inner fire and like that drive, like you're just not going to be able to find success.
Nope.
There's just no way.
No way.
Anytime like I'm having a rough day, like I'm just getting like absolutely like digged down. Like just shit
Amen.
on, bent
Pause.
over, like in the worst way
Pause.
possible. In the worst way possible.
Pause, bro.
Like I automatically like go back to my why, like my
Amen.
biggest reason for doing like why I'm doing, and like that shit fires me up every single time. I'm ready to go out there and kill it.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy what your mental fortitude can do with your life. And I mean, I guess, bro, like last question. This will be the last question. This is the last question. Actually,
Thank God I can go to bed soon.
yeah, dude. It's past our bedtime. What time even is it?
Oh, it's not even 1 yet.
Oh, we're good.
That's not even that
we're
bad.
good. I just gotta be up tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll be all right. Am I gonna get up at 6 o'clock?
Anyways,
But,
last question.
Last question.
Right.
So, I got actually make it two. What?
Two.
Two questions. What would you tell yourself if you were back in that mental state that you were in now, with the understanding you have now?
Quit being a bitch.
Straight up.
That sounds kind of crazy, but I think that would be the main gist of it.
Yeah.
Like you're a grown ass man.
Mhm.
Like, you know, you're bigger than this, and you want to accomplish a lot with your life. Like, you're not going to be able to do that doing the things you are now.
Come
Like,
on.
cut those people off, get out those situations, like, find something and go after it with like everything you have.
Yeah, bro. That's huge. And then
Yeah, straight like that.
straight like that. Well, like it's so funny because like people will always be like, bro, you're like, sometimes they'll be like, dude, you're just so blunt like about stuff. I'm like,
Bro, you don't gotta make
Why-
shit complicated.
why you gotta make it so
bruh.
complicated?
You don't
That's just
gotta make
noise,
shit
bro.
complicated, bro.
That's
You
just
don't.
noise.
You don't.
if you're being a bitch, just stop being a bitch.
Straight
like,
up.
straight up.
Yeah.
Like every time I wake up and I'm like, dude, I'm tired. Like even tonight, I was like, bro, I am exhausted. And then I was like,
I thought the same thing. We're sitting up on the kitchen counter. He's like, you trying to do this podcast? I'm like, fuck.
but it's crazy because I sat there and I said to myself, I'm like, I got him here. The only time we got's now.
Real
Might
shit.
as well kill it. Like
Might
I
as
am
well.
tired,
Might as well.
but I don't like that word. I hate throwing that shit around because it's like I don't need that in my head.
My eyes are heavy. I'm not tired.
I'm not tired. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's still work to do. The day's not done. Well, technically it is. New day just started. Day just
We're
began.
just starting it off right.
Yeah, amen. So it's like, then, bro, what do you want to tell these people, bro? Like, what's one thing that you want to end these viewers off, bro? The people, because we're talking to you, bro. We're talking to you right now.
We are talking to you.
We're talking to you,
Yeah.
and this is what he's got to say about it.
I would say for anybody that's like going through a lot in their lives, anybody that's like dealing with like depression, anxiety, like whatever the case is, and you feel like you're in a tough spot, you don't know which way to go, like you feel lost, whatever the case may be, just know that God is always on your side. God's always behind you, and use His love for you to push you and guide you in the right direction. And once you find that direction and you find yourself, do everything in your life with intention. And do everything in your life with discipline. And whatever you set out to do, whatever your goals are, you can accomplish anything in this life if you just mentally believe that you can. And the reality of it is that you can. Like, it's a true thing. Anybody can accomplish anything as long as their mind's set to it. So go after it and just fucking kill that shit.
Amen, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy because you said something that's crazy. Is believe that you've done it and believe that you can do that, right?
Self-belief.
Amen. Because it's so funny that I was reading the other day in the Bible. It's Mark 11:24. It says, it's so fire. It says, when you're praying, it's like believe that you have already received it and it will be yours. Like,
Love it.
love it,
Love
bro.
it.
Love it. But I just want to thank you, bro. Like, thank you for doing this podcast. Thank you for sticking it out, bro. Thugging it out to one.
Appreciate you having me on, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's just insane to see like where we've came from to where we are now because we
So
kind of
crazy.
we kind of
So
have a
crazy.
lot in common too in the sense of how we grew up, kind of sort of different styles of living, what pushed us to our goals, and you can really become anything that you want, and you're a product of that, and that's something that I that just amazes me, and I look up to like a lot of the things that you do with your mental fortitude, bro. When I see the things that you are posting on your stories, like. It just gets me fucking excited to rip, dude. You, Cade, and all you boys. Like, it just makes me want to go even
The
harder,
ramp
bro.
is real.
It's so
The
real.
ramp is real.
It's so real, baby. But I just want to thank you, bro.
Appreciate
I love you,
you
brother.
having me on. Love you too,
Always
bro.
good, bro. Come on, man. Stay
I knew
easy.
it would be a great time.
Stay
Like me and
easy.
Remy in the same room, like we're gonna talk.
We're going to talk.
Like,
we gonna
it
talk.
It honestly made sense.
We
It
got
made
off on some
sense.
tangents, but that's okay. But I just want to thank you guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this podcast. It was so amazing. But you guys hit that follow button, subscribe. You guys already know what to
Spam that
do.
shit.
Spam
the
it,
fuck
like,
up.
comment.
To the moon.
Dude,
to the
let's
moon.
I'm going to start getting these out more frequently, whether it be with a guest or by myself. I just need to start getting more consistent with it. you guys hold me to that. I'm going to be doing that. It's going to be happening. I have done it, and I will.
Accountability. Hold them to it.
Hold me to it. And yeah, so I just want to thank you guys so much. But see you later, Pimps. Stay easy. Stay blessed.